What's up, everybody? Welcome to Ala's World of Finance. In this quick video, we're going to be talking about my two favorite casino stocks right now in May 2017. And this video is really based a little bit more on what's happening with Macau because there's a lot of success happening with Macau. And so I've been reading a lot on it, and I've been looking at Yahoo Finance and Zacks, and I've been reading reports on different casinos. And so these are the two that I like the most, and especially based off of what's happening with Macau. So we're going to get started here. But before I start, I just want to say that I recently made a video on Disney stock, and then their earnings call came out. And I really liked a lot of things that they said in their earnings call. And their stock still took a little bit of a hit, and because they did have some negatives, like ESPN is not doing too well, but they talked about those negatives, and they talked about their plans to deal with them and how they're going to increase their space in the mobile market and bring certain things to the mobile market, which I think is always a good strategy, always a good idea. So there's a lot of things that I want to talk about with Disney, a lot of positives, and I really see Disney as more of a long-term play more than a short-term play. So I just want to give an update on that. So I'll make a separate video for that, and you can expect that sometime this week, hopefully. But keep an eye out for that because it should be a fun video. So let's go ahead and get started now. So when talking about Macau, if you're not familiar with Macau, it's the only region in China where gambling is permitted. And in April, their gross gaming revenue was up 16% year over year. So they're seeing a lot of success in Macau right now. And it's been up for the last 9 straight months. It's been going up. So they're doing really well, and up 13% year to date. Now, if you're not too familiar with what's been happening with Macau, basically what happened was in 2014, they were at their peak. They had their most gross gaming revenue. And then in 2015, the Chinese government started to crack down on all the corruption. So in 2015, they took a huge hit, and it just went down. Everything just went down. All the revenue went down, and so a lot of stocks were affected, so things like that. And then in 2016, it continued to go down. So we just saw this massive dip. And then now they're starting to come back up again. And you see that in the last 9 straight months. So you see this growth, and you see this climb. So we're starting to come out of that dip, and we're starting to come back up. So a lot of people are looking at Macau, and I suggest that you guys just take a close look at Macau and just kind of stay informed with it and just pay attention, because there's a lot of stuff happening with Macau, and I see a lot of potential. I could be wrong, but right now I see a lot of potential. So the two stocks that I see benefiting the most from everything that's happening with Macau is Melco and Wynn. And I think I like Wynn the most, but let's just talk about Melco really quick. So Melco Crown Entertainment, their stock symbol is MLCO, and let's look at their numbers. So their last quarter numbers, their expected earnings per share was at 8 cents. Their actual earnings per share was at 24 cents. So they just smashed their EPS expectations. They also beat revenue expectations, and they were at 1.28 billion, and year over year up 15%. So they just smashed expectations. They did really well in their quarter earnings. Okay, they did really well. So now let's look at the positive earning revisions. So analysts have been revising their estimations because obviously they're doing much better than anybody expected. So they're revising everything. Full year earning estimates up 7 cents in the last 60 days. So like EPS is growing up. EPS growth up 44% already for the year. And Zacks is rating it as a strong buy. Okay. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but Zacks is just, I'm sure you know about it, but if you don't, Zacks is just a investment research company. They just do research on investing and things like that. And then Yahoo Finance, I'm sure you guys know about Yahoo Finance, but those are basically the two sources that I use the most for this whole video. So now the properties of Melco, they are mostly based in Macau, but they have other stuff, but mostly Macau. And so I see this as really a nice play for everything that's happening in Macau. And they have the Studio City Macau, they have Altira Macau, they have City of Dreams Macau, and then they also have City of Dreams Manila. Now let's shift over to Wynn. And Wynn is actually my favorite, and I actually own stock in Wynn. I actually own some stock in Wynn. So let's look at their numbers. Now, their expected EPS for the last quarter was 74 cents, and their actual EPS was at $1.24. So again, smash those numbers. And these numbers are coming from Yahoo Finance. So because I noticed a couple places had different expected earnings per share, but on Yahoo Finance, it was at 74 cents. So anyway, just take it how you will. But they beat expectations there, and then expected Revenue was at $1.34 billion. Their actual revenue was at $1.48 billion. So really good there. And year over year revenue up 48%. Really good there. And then their target price, basically what Yahoo does is they take like a consensus of different analysts and then they come up with a target price. And so this target price is at $127.40, so 127.4. And their actual price, last time I checked, was at 122.8. It might have gone up or down, but last time I checked, 122.8. So they're under their target price based on that consensus of different analysts. So really good stuff there. And when we look at just Wynn overall, Wynn Palace in Macau, it just had the second full quarter of operations, brought in $475 million. It keeps increasing market share every quarter. Obviously, that's to be expected. It's going to keep going up, and it's going to keep bringing in more revenue as it increases its market share. And Zacks gave it a strong buy rating for Wynn stock, and it has a momentum rating of A. So I see Wynn as a really nice stock. I'm definitely holding my shares. And I see Wynn maybe a little bit more of a long-term play, maybe not so much short-term, because they have a lot of things coming up too. They have that little like island resort in Vegas. They have the hotel in Boston that they're working on. So they have a lot of things coming up, and I see it as a little bit more of a long-term play. But man, I really like Wynn. So that's just my opinion, but I like Wynn. So these two are the ones that I like the most. And I'm not invested in Melco, but I will be holding Wynn for now. And anyway, this is just my opinion, but I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I do videos like this all the time and have a lot of great videos coming up soon. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful, beautiful day. Take care.